I'm Angelo Ignacio.
Jamar po.
And I'm Adrian Uy, and this is Orangiana Project.
So, officer, what do you have here?
So, Mr. Chang called me, so he reported that he found Mr. Joe right here, lying dead on the floor. So, he called me that to report what happened. And so, I went here and checked his body temperature, which was at 89.6. Then, I also gathered all the data in his side of the story. So, you want to see the data gathered.
So now I'm going to check the
So,
temperature.
check the ambient temperature.
871.6.
Okay.
Let me
So
check
yeah.
the.
Write that down. Next is we could check his body temperature second time after an hour.
It's 88.2.
Okay. So after we gathered all this data, we can use differential equations.
Yeah.
What
Just like what
our
our prof from
from
Indiana course.
Mr. Razon.
Mr. Rizal.
So,
And I know the perfect guy who will help us.
expert,
Yeah.
Mr. Angelo.
Yeah.
So
This-
let's call him now.
Cut.
So the mystery here can be solved using Newton's law of cooling. So the formula for Newton's law of cooling is du over dt is equal to h times quantity u minus u sub a. So I just wrote down here the facts that you sent me, and then we tried to solve this using Newton's law of cooling. So using variable separable, manipulating our original formula, we get this. And then integrating both sides, we get ln quantity u minus u sub a equals ht plus c, since h is just a constant. And then we raise both sides, then we put e, we raise both sides to e, then it becomes this. Then we try to isolate u, which gives us u is equal to u sub a plus c e raised to the ht. So we substitute our room temperature u sub a with the one recorded by the technicians. So then we use our first given being the body temperature being 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit at T equals 0, which was at 2 a.m. So inputting this into our original equation, we try to solve for C. So inputting this into our calculator, we get C is equal to 18. And then we substitute C into our original equation, which will give us this. And then an hour later, we recorded the body temperature to 88.2 degrees Fahrenheit. So we substitute again U to the equation that we had, so it becomes this. Then we try to solve for H. So inputting this into our calculator, we get that H is equal to negative 0.08. And then since we have H, we input it to our original equation to give us this. And now, since we learned that the victim was having a fever, he had a high body temperature before he was found. So substituting this to our equation, 102.2, so that was his body temperature, normal body temperature. Then we try to solve for T using our calculator. So we solve that T is equal to negative 6.63, which means that the body died 6 to 7 hours before 2 a.m. So your most likely suspect, Detective Ojamar, was was at the house around 7 to 8 p.m. the night before.